Let's take a look at evaluating logs on a TI-89 graphing calculator. The first one to take a look at is log 5. Now this one doesn't have a base, so this is base 10. A little bit hidden on your calculator. Had a heck of a time finding it. I knew I could find it in a catalog, but then I couldn't find it anywhere else. Went to the user's manual, and it appears that it is no other place. It is only underneath the catalog. Okay, so I want to go into the catalog, and you're probably not sitting there at the L's. Let me go up to the top. You're probably sitting right here. Now you can down arrow to get to the L's, and that'll take you a while. Or you see the L is above the 4. So if I do alpha 4, and you might have to do alpha 4 twice, that'll take you down to the L's. Now I didn't when I did this, but the first time I went into the catalog, when I was locating it, I had to do alpha 4 twice. And for some reason it's always set up that way. Well, if I down arrow then, I'm in my L's, you can find log. Once we find log, then we press enter on it. And now I can put 5 in, put my closing parentheses, and then enter. Now this is going to give us natural log of 5 over natural log of 10. This is the exact value. We do not want the exact value. So if I press mode, and then do F2 for page 2, you see where it says exact approximate? I can down arrow to that, and I can do a right arrow, and I can choose approximate. And then press enter on it, and then enter to save. And now if I press enter on log 5, then you see I get the decimal approximation, which would be 0.6990. 0.6990 rounded to 4 decimal places. Okay, let's look at our second one. Natural log of 7. This one's a lot easier. I'll press clear. We got a natural log. It's above the x. So if I do second x, it'll put the natural log, beginning parentheses. I'll put 7 in, closing parentheses, and enter. And that's 1.9459. 1.9459. Okay, our third one. We got log base 4 of 6. Now we don't have a base 4 button. If we go into the catalog, I don't think you'll find a base 4 in there. I'm sure you won't. Because you could have any base here. You could have 5, 6, 7, 8, 201, 312. You could have an infinite number of possibilities. Obviously, you can't have choices for all those. What we're going to do is we're going to use change of base. So we can rewrite this as natural log of something over natural log of something. And I'll put 6 up here and 4 down here. How it always works is whatever follows the log right here is what goes up on top. Whatever your base is what goes down below. And now this is what we're going to plug into our calculator. Okay, so I'll do clear on that. I'm going to do natural log, so I do second x to get the natural log. 6, closing parentheses, divided by second x to get natural log again, and then 4, and then closing parentheses, and then press enter. Then we've got 1.2925. 1.2925. And that's our answer. You probably want to set it back to your setting under the mode. So if you press mode again, and we'll do F2 to go to page 2. If you down arrow to the approximate line, do a right arrow, and choose 1 for auto, and then press enter, that'll set it back to what it was. And now if I were to do this, natural log of 6 over natural log of 4, we get this right here. That seems weird. Some of the answers you get, it's just like, oh, that's just totally bizarre. If you're wondering, well, how in the world did they get that? All of a sudden it just switched. Well, I could rewrite 4 as 2 squared. Assuming I could actually write it big enough you can see it. There we go, 2 squared. And we got a property of log says if you got a power, you can put it out in front of your log. So we can rewrite that as natural log of 6 over 2 natural log of 2. And that's how they get that 2 natural log of 2 down below. Anyway, that should have set your calculator back. I'm going to press clear on that, and I'll do an up arrow, and keep pressing my back over and over to clean off my display. And that's how you evaluate logs using a TI-89 graphing calculator.